Probably one of the most important things is to be able to show that individuals who have had concussions will recover, and 93 to 95% of individuals who have had a concussion will fully recover. There's some recent research out to suggest, though, the more concussions you have, that it can have an effect long-term on cognitive development.
I've had two that I've gone to the hospital and they've said you have a concussion, but sadly it's an admittance to say that every once in a while you do get your bell rung and you try and fight through, or you try and hide it from your coaching staff and your training professionals. I've lost consciousness once, but only for a couple of seconds. I've witnessed people take naps on the field, but never once myself. It's a weird feeling to be confused in a place that you're generally very cognizant of what's going on.
So with this research, what we'd like to do is compare those in contact sport, like rugby and ice hockey and football, who have had concussions, versus those in non-contact sports, potentially tennis or badminton or squash, and make a comparison. Looking at not only the physiology, which I'll be doing in the lab, but we also have some online tests to look at the neurocognitive functioning. From that, we're hoping that we can help with some sort of a rehabilitation based on the information and the data that we collected, and then hopefully we can move forward that way.
It definitely makes us think, and it definitely brings to the forefront the idea that we need to be very careful with our mental stability and making sure that we're not creating issues for ourselves longer term. It makes it almost easier for us to prove to ourselves why we need to take that time off that's recommended and not force our way back onto the field, onto the pitch as soon as we can.